And now they're walking out, getting ready, led by the fourth officials, Crystal Palace in their away shirt, as Muthoot play in all blue. That was a minute's silence following the tragic news of Craig Shakespeare's passing yesterday. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family and loved ones. It's a very difficult time.
Saw a lot of short corners yesterday, and there's another one. Got to be careful here, Muthoot. Seen a couple of Indian sides struggle to do so thus far.
You'd expect this from Palace, of course. The way they've just started the game, completely on the front foot, and here they are, Redhead at the byline. He tries to pull it back, it's struck again! A deflection takes it away from the goal. There will be a goal kick. Crystal Palace believe they should have had a corner, but Redhead at the byline.
Just great energy they're bringing. And again, just one of the beauties of this tournament, so many cultures, so many different styles.
So many different vibes as well, and here come Crystal Palace with theirs. It's a good ball put in, hits the post. My word. Glorious opportunity there, although it was taken well. A half chance, really, it has to be said.
Yeah, and it comes down that left-hand side, decent delivery into the box, and it just sort of ricocheted towards Reliance, but he did so well to take that touch, get out of his feet and strike it well.
It goes over Reliance, but he keeps it well under his control with the use of his head. Here he is, going in on his left. Up, switching it, and it's struck again! What a save that is from Anas into the far corner, denying Crystal Palace of an opener, but it's still alive here. Here's White on his weaker side as they cutely play it in. Redhead, another brilliant save from Anas. My word, Ben.
Just far too easy for Palace. Redhead going close, knocking on the door.
They certainly are. You're starting to see Palace ramp it up, but that long ball, poor first touch again from their number 18. White, first time ball in low, Redhead to that far corner, 3 saves in 3. What a game he's having so far.
That's an absolutely magnificent save. White does everything right, and so does Redhead, really, just guided it towards the far corner. Brilliant work from Palace, and the goalkeeper, the only reason that Muthoot are still alive here, but we can't keep this up much longer. Looks like Muthoot have got a player down.
And that's 3 brilliant chances created by Crystal Palace. They're switching it from right to left. So far we're seeing far more in that attacking urgency than what we saw yesterday. Yesterday it was more of a resolute, professional, solid performance. Get the 1-0 win. They made the chances, as Rob Quinn touched upon, just weren't able to take them all.
They don't really think there's much of a threat coming from Muthoot. Obviously bodies came sprinting forward there, but no real conviction in the final ball. Palace feel like they can afford to play so high up.
That's a lovely ball. Redhead, can he get there before the goalkeeper? He does. But now it's picked up and it's in. And you knew it was going to happen. They had 3 chances in the blink of an eye. There's their 4th and there's the goal. Crystal Palace 1, Muthoot 0.
Yeah, Redhead was just stronger in the tackle there than the goalkeeper. He's the one really that earned that goal for Palace. Completely fair tackle, and then the goal obviously was just wide open, and all he had to do was just make sure he beat those covering Muthoot defenders. It was a confident finish, and Palace have been good value for this lead. Nothing wrong with that from Redhead, and that composure just sort of sums up the quality we're seeing from Palace in comparison to Muthoot. Yeah, that'll be a really interesting contest, the sort of pragmatism and solidity of Palace against the vibrancy of Stellenbosch.
Like an interception at first from Lemiras, but ended up being a really cute pass. And what a ball that is! Oh, a lovely goal. Lemiras in the heart of it, curling one over to that far post, and it's tucked away with some aplomb from the number 16, David Montien, who had an opportunity earlier on in this game. And this time, he took it away with his second.
Yeah, and that is just another moment of absolute brilliance from Palace. Yes, it's given away from Muthoot. They've been doing that all game, but Lemiras just picks up his head and he just ghosts in, not tracked the run of Montien. But still so much to do for Lemiras to pick him out, and the finish is so instinctive. Keeper comes out, sort of makes a decision for Montien as to how he's got to beat him. Just sort of little dink. So dominant here, and 2-0 does not flatter Palace, and that is just one of the better goals you'll see. Well, I think Cowan on the left-hand side has been lively, and Redhead up front. He's had his chances. Obviously played a big part in the first goal. What an effort.
The acrobatics. That's the style and flair we've seen from India so far in this competition. And what a goal that would have been. I think we saw one of the goals of the competition yesterday, scored by Punjab in the opposition half, which we haven't seen much of in the last 7 or so minutes. Muthoot have certainly woken up compared to their opening quarter of an hour. Could Crystal Palace end it very well as Cowan spreads it across the box, side netting from wide.
Both fullbacks combining, a trend that continues from yesterday. Wonderful run from Cowan, coming into the centre of the pitch, and then the angle was a bit tight for White. Just probably should have tried to get it across the face of goal rather than the near post, but perhaps felt the goalkeeper would have it covered. But brilliant half for the English side.
Cowan just off seeking some medical attention. In the meantime, Palace will play with 9 outfield players, and they'll almost score. Headed at the back post. Fed in. That's a lovely ball. Can he get his first goal of the campaign? Oh, it's beautiful. One of the man of the matches. An excellent goal from David Montien. From Enrique Lemiras, in fact, as he curled it in with his left. What a goal that is, Ben.
Yep, and he's fully deserved it for his performance. All game he's been lively, got his assist earlier, and we talked about Casey yesterday, perhaps not getting much joy in front of goal, but that time he was patient. Of course, he would have loved to have got a shot off himself, but with 4 defenders around him and Lemiras in support, the best thing to do was just to set it up for the wide player, who just guides it into the far corner beautifully. And I think Palace, a good value for this 3-0 advantage.
And it is the man that scored a brilliant penalty yesterday, Benji Casey, who didn't play much today, only came on towards the end of the game. Started the game yesterday, thumped his penalty home, and can he do the same now? Benji Casey up against an ass. Oh, it's like a replica, Ben.
He is lethal from the spot.
The third out of the Indian teams we've seen all of them now, and I'd say every single time they've always been quite unique in their penalty run-ups. Another one here, straight at the ball, and it's in. A good penalty, dispatched well by the captain. Well, here's Kyrie Adams up against the keeper, the man that got us off underway, that scored that lobbed effort from outside the box, is now inside the box to take the pen, and he sends the keeper the wrong way. He just knelt down to his left. Kyrie Adams, left-footed run up this time. Oh, lovely penalty. You know it's a good penalty when the keeper goes the right way and it still hits the back of the net. Brilliant left foot. Strike the penalty. Oh, brilliant. Side netting. 3-2 now to Crystal Palace. Muthoot with a chance to get it back on level terms. Number 11 to try and make it 3-3. Ashar. He doesn't. I think that may have even been a save, Ben. I know it obviously came off the post. Was it palmed onto the post?
I think he did get a touch on it. As we see the replay, it looked a pretty precise penalty. Got done really well, the goalkeeper.
It was a save. Brilliant save from Joseph Koshiba. Hats off to him as Palace find themselves in the driving seat. And it's their captain who finished the game, as skipper, of course, Williams. One we've been impressed with. Ooh, cheeky fake shot there. Oh, excellent. Low, down the middle. 4-3. Hopes live of a bonus point. Good penalty. Like it dipped even, though, when he struck it. Here's Coleman to win it, to score all 5 of Palace's penalties. And he can't. He looks shocked and he looks gutted. As he had the chance to secure that bonus point, Muthoot will be licking their lips now.
Well, it's the first sign of any real nerves from Palace player as the rest of the team come to console him.
And they get back in it.
Do you know what? I think the third penalty for Muthoot went in. We couldn't see from where we are that it might have been tipped onto the post. I wonder if it just did find the back of the net. It's very difficult to tell from our angle.
So it's 4-4 and it's ended. The referee's blown his whistle.
No, I think Muthoot have won this 5-4. Yep, just getting it confirmed below us. That third penalty was scored. So Muthoot have got the bonus point. Yeah, the ball hit the back of the net. It was tipped into sort of the side netting, but rather than hitting the post, it just hit the stanchion inside the net. Very difficult to see.